Hello and welcome, and thank you for joining me. So, we're going to speak about how to stop drowning in repeat convos and scaling your business without cloning yourself. So, there's going to be a couple of points that I'll touch on, and then we'll get into 5 key points. And hopefully, you get some value out of this, or get a different way of thinking, or have that aha moment where you go, "Yeah, I can do that," or "That's what's my problem, and I have to shift to this." First one, here's why most founders feel like they're suffocating in their own sales process. We're getting too involved. We're just trying to do new things. We're not seeing what's actually working. We're not A/B testing our landing pages. We're not running through our sales from a new prospects way. We're just running it through the way we think's right. And generally, we think we know what they want, but we're actually not looking at the funnel or the sales process and where the friction's coming from. And then when they get to the sales call, we're blaming the sales team for not closing out those. So really key, that's something that I see. Most people try to handle every sales convo manually, calls, DM, emails, repeating the same story over and over. So having a correct pipeline or funnel of sales is a great approach, and populating that with content is a really, really good approach, because as that new prospect comes down the funnel and you get to that sales call, they'll gain all the information and answer all the FAQs that you would on a sales call. And at least when you jump on a sales call or a phone call or in person, you know that they're well educated before getting there. So it takes away you having to repeat yourself and, saying the same story over and over again and staying with the same script. Whereas now we've shifted to people want to do business with people who are human. And ultimately, it's building a trust along the way, doing this with the right sales funnel, doing this with the correct content you post online, in your business website, on your LinkedIn, and having it all come down to that final meeting point where the person who has come down that pipeline knows what you're about, who you're about, knows that there's already trust there, and they feel confident to tell you their problems or the reason why they're there, or why they're purchasing your product, so you can have a more human and be more involved with them. The mistake is thinking personalization equal doing everything, and live instead of building smart assets that feel personal but run without you. So again, this touches back on the previous two slides. You need to be building that personal touch to everything that you do, so that way people feel confident around you. They feel welcomed by you. It's building those videos, those photos, those posts, the story posts. Everything that comes online now has to be relatable to you and your consumer, and you can't get away from that anymore. Exhaustion, slowly sales cycles, and feeling chained to convos. You're already had 20 times this month, so it becomes exhausting. We know that. We know what it's like to have a full day of meetings. By the time you get home, you've got a headache. You feel like you've just been stuck in a rut all day. Nothing's closed. No deals have happened, and you're just continuing that cycle of insanity. My 5 key points. Here's my 5 key points. Document what you keep repeating. And I say this to a lot of people, it's like building a playlist of your greatest hits. You want to be keeping all the things that you do, for example, this Loom video, which is an asset for our business, in a way that is documented, and we can create content of this. We create a lead magnet of this type of content, and this is timeless for forever, because these are really, really strong, powerful points that we bring across. And you need to be creating assets so you can use them throughout your marketing, throughout your sales pipeline, just in general email marketing. So you need to be documenting it on documentation, on paper, in videos, in photos, so that way you have it and you can just always deploy it when you need it. Turn repeat convos into assets, turning live fire into reusable fuel. Use a simple sales page or video FAQs to answer common objections before the call. This touches base on where we started at the start, and it's really, really important to have these. So our sales pipeline, to give you some context, is we have an ad with a lead form. That lead form then goes into a landing page. That landing page introduces who I am, what I'm about, the services that we offer, and the solutions that we have. After they have booked in and they feel comfortable to be on a Zoom call with me, they will then get a thank you video that follows up on that. They will see that thank you video. If they choose to watch it, they'll watch it. And then along that, if they've booked in a time, they'll then get another email with our testimonials. Now, we do create content, yes, but these here are pillars for our marketing strategy and also for our business, because a Google review is good and a referral is great because the trust is already there. But doing these touch points throughout the sales call or anything, or your product itself, really changes the way people show up on your calls. And it's really, really important to understand that content isn't just the post and spray on social media. It's working out, this is what we want to achieve. This is the content. How do we re-engineer this so it goes from the top to the bottom? Number 3, front load trust with content. So, like preheating the oven, so when your call starts, you're already sold. These key points can continue to just tell the truth of how this all works, and it just dives deeper and deeper into all of it. So drop your greatest hits onto a pre-call email or link from your booking page. We do it, I explained it in the slide before, and it's just really about touching and understanding, giving as much information as possible. Give it all away. Knowledge, you can give it away. It's hard for someone to repeat that and do it the same way that you do, just because when you start building out all this marketing funnel systems and sales, you will find that it is quite intense at the start, but these are assets that can live on there for 2-3 years. Let automation carry the weight. You're still the chief, you're just not chopping every opinion yourself. So use tools like Calendly, email sequences, or DM scripts that feel human but run 24/7. There's a lot of tools out there. We generally use Calendly to book in our calls, and then we will use ManyChats to run with our lead magnet content, which is how you got to here. We'll also use automations and follow-ups when people come through our CRMs with our funnel that we build. And that just continues to populate. It builds out. If they go into a no, it goes into a different funnel. The main idea is to have the main funnel, and then you build it out to either rejections or people that have booked in. And it's just always touching them again with content, photos, videos, testimonials, content pillars that align with what you're trying to achieve. Doing this is very simple, but people just don't do it. We just think, no, I can jump on a call and I can sell them. It's gone. That is gone. You need to be thinking about, how much do I need to show them of me before they trust me to purchase from me. I've gone, skipped ahead of myself. Build once, refine forever. Like planting a tree, it grows while you sleep. So we build out these videos that you see here that sit on top of this Calendly booking page here, and this sits here forever. This will be a marketing campaign that will run, which is a lead magnet. We'll build 2 or 3 different variations to this video. And it's simply about giving value back and showing people how this all works and why it works and how to make it work. So take your most exhausting convos and make one piece of content that answers it all. So my answer is here, is basically how to stop drowning in repeat convos and scales. I've created a Loom video. This is an asset for my business. We'll create content around it as a lead magnet. We'll spark it with a keyword, and then you will come down the funnel, and you'll end up here. If you choose that I need to speak more with Frankie and the team so I can understand how this can work for my business, set it up. This asset sits on my website. This also gets sent in our email marketing. And it's just constantly educating and showing people the knowledge that we have, our understanding within the industry. And it's just not about filming a viral video and leaving you with it. I'm a business. I understand what it's like to run a business. So it's very important that we create content that is for the long term and not just for the hype. You don't need to clone yourself, you need to document yourself. And here I am documenting myself on this Loom video that will live forever, probably past my time, but ultimately can be reused, rehashed, and put into our marketing campaigns. So, tired of repeating conversations? Let's build a scalable sales assets. Book below. Very simple. If you want to know more about it, if you want to understand how we can implement it into your business, find a time below, book in with me. We'll run through a couple of things. I'll see how I can help you. If I can't, I will put you in the best direction that I know. And if there's something that you gained from this, I'm glad. Please let me know that you found something that was useful. And if you want any other videos like this, let me know. Thank you.